Right now, she is in the car. I think she's gonna be coming soon past us. All right, and then we'll find some things to do, man. But we're gonna be driving around the city. I think I hear her. Now that is how you fly by. Lord Jesus, she didn't hit me. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead. This is gonna be a crazy video. See you guys later. Peace. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It is Josh, a super sport enthusiast, and yes, today we have some crazy stuff to talk about. I hope you guys are ready. You know, got the baby in the background. You already know the rally mobile, the half-mile spitter. What else? We've been on everything with this car so far. I mean, super crazy rallies, track days, half-mile events, drifting, burnouts, donuts, line locks, whatever you want to call it. She's seen it all. Look at the back. I don't know if you guys seen the crazy. Look at the fat. See how fat the rears are? Yes, we went to some fatties on the back, all right? And then we still got the, hold on, we still got the skinny factories up front. But she's getting bigger and better every time. And these street s.s.e I got on here, these Mickey Thompsons on the rear. Sorry, you guys can't see. Okay, so those sticky Mickey Thompsons we got on the rear are doing amazing. When I say it moves, she doesn't slip or anything. Once those tires are warm, she is set. I know I met a couple of you guys at the car events that I've been to lately, and you asked me, do they rub or anything? No. We have 305, 35, 20s on the rear. So yes, if you guys go 305 and you want to go from the factory 305, 30, 20s, you can go to 305, 35, 20s without rubbing. I have no rubbing issue at all. When I had the 315, 35, those are rubbing, of course. You go wider, you might want to stay to the thin side, but I stayed with the factory width. I just went thicker on, or the factory, you know, on how wide the tires were, and I just upped the sidewall a little bit. But you can do 305, 35, 20s. You cannot do 315s, 35. If you want to do 315s, you're going to have to do 315s, 30s, 20s if they make them, I believe. You could do the Corvette 325, what I seen someone got away with on the ZL1s. 325, 30s, 20s, or whatever, 25, 35s, whatever they make in that sense. If not, if you want to put a half-inch spacer or something, or a quarter, whatever you need to make it work guys. Anyways, guys, today I want to talk about some crazy stuff. I want to get your guys' opinion on it. We're so good with the entertainment systems and the new technology that put in cars, but did you guys know that the car industry is using that to track us? Oh, hell no. Some Washington news outlet, okay? Some media site, outlet, reporting company, whatever, went ahead and took the cat out the bag, threw the cat out the bag, the cat's out the bag, it ran out, whatever, the cat got loose, okay? Whatever the saying is, the cat is out. There are automotive industries out here using the technology in our cars to track us. We know already that you can get like Safe Flight or State Farm to put a chip in your car to tell you're driving. We know that OnStar does reports and diagnostics of your car. But what a lot of people don't know is the car actually has a receiver, right? It reports back to the dealership. I knew Dodge did it before Chevy, but now owning this new ZL1, I found out that they do it too. Now this is what's crazy, guys. How can I break this down? There is a receiver in the car that I guess transmits to the dealership, and they can use, because the car comes with Wi-Fi. You know, some of the technology. If you don't know the Camaro ZL1, it comes with Wi-Fi, and it has, you know, all these different technologies and apps, and you can start your car from your phone. You can start your car. Now think about it. It has Wi-Fi. You can start your car from your phone, which tells you if I can access it from my phone to start the car, why can't the dealerships? And why can't others? There were studies shown that when you plug your car in, when you plug your cell phone into this car, you know, it has access to your contacts, your text messages, your pictures, and everything like that. There was actually a hacker who purchased an old radio from one of the cars, a used car, and they can see that person's last messages to whoever they called honey or babe, their photos that was accessed from their phone, everything everything is saved. Now, yes, do we all have that ability to hack a phone or hack a car and see? No, but if it is hacked, we want to know what can they see. So this is what they can all find, guys. Alright, so I know what people are going to say in the first place. Oh, well, first of all, they used a hacker, right? So yes, a Washington Post hacked into Chevy Volt, right? To show what the car is looking and spying and reporting us on. Okay, this car, this car is doing it itself, but if you have a Chevy, this specific car, guys, they're selling us out. I'm telling you now, they're selling us out. And I still love you, Chevy. I still love you, ZL1 and Camaro. That's my baby, whatever. But yes, the car is collecting and transmitting more data than we think, all right? So what's crazy is the Washington Post published an article, right? They had an investigating reporter pretty much get a hacker to just see what kind of information that OnStar and other companies are looking at. Yes, so they hired a freaking hacker. You know what? Again, a lot of people are going to say you can't see anything if it's not hacked. Like I said, it saves information from like your call logs to your locations to even pictures from your phone. There are ways that they're saying that you guys can save on the amount of information they give. Not like this crazy picture here with the guy that covered his car in tint foil. Not gonna happen. So yes, in this report, the Chevy Volt was a car that was hacked, but they specifically, and the hacker did want to put out that on the New York Post or the Washington Post, I'm sorry, definitely wanted to put out, it is not a Chevy Volt thing, it is not a Chevy thing, it is a car thing. Mostly all new cars now have Wi-Fi, some kind of connectivity. You guys know if your car has Apple CarPlay or Android CarPlay, when you plug your phone in through that USB, yes, and it now has access and is now collecting data on your phones. Is where is this information going? Who all has access to it? We don't have those answers. They don't have those answers. Only people who knows the automotive makers, right? The automotive makers know because they're receiving this information. And they don't have to like plug your car in, or when you take it for service or be like, oh, they can't get my information because I never go to the dealership. Doesn't matter. These cars have Wi-Fi access. It has OnStar access. If OnStar can connect with your car, shut it down if someone stole it, you don't think the dealership already has that kind of access to. Again, this information is not to create like a panic. It is not to freak you guys out. It's just a little education to know, hey, there's information being collected by the dealers and automotive cars. They're not using it against you. So if you're speeding, if you just robbed a bank or something like that, they're not going to sit there and turn you in. Positive side I take from this is that the automotive makers are wanting to see how you drive, where do you go, what are people using these cars for. Specifically, let's say if they're talking about the baby, the ZL1, they're like, okay, well, hey, 80% of ZL1 owners take it to the track. Let's focus more on track because that's what the car is being used for. Let's make it whatever. Or they're saying, hey, yes, it's a ZL1, it's not the 1LE version, but 80% of people are using it more for daily driving. Let's focus on fuel economy. Let's possibly put an auto stop start in there, stuff like that. So they know when the newer generations come out, the next year of generations come out, and there's upgrades, they're making it more pertainable to like the driver concept. I personally believe that they should all send us emails, because I get emails now about my car and how it's doing, both from Chevy and from the dealership. But I think they should do it that way rather than hacking. But like I said, guys, before this video, not a lot of people knew about it. Not a lot of people cared about it. Just like signing up for one of those apps. You sign an app, you pretty much give your life away. But we don't care as humans and people and Americans about anything because we don't see it. And if you don't see it, it doesn't mean much. I mean, it makes me a little iffy. But I get mad when I see like people running and chasing models or actors or rappers down the road, but if a soldier shows up in uniform, you guys don't chase them. You know why? Because you don't see it. War is not on your doorfront, so it doesn't matter, and you don't know the importance of what troops do. I'm just gonna stop nagging here, but that's just a little example of how I personally feel when American people, when people nationwide, you don't see something, you don't care about it. So with this information being out, getting out, when they can obtain information, you're not worried about, oh, they just know my location, or you just know this. If you guys are concerned, what are your opinions? Do you care that they are accessing more information that we didn't know about this? Do you care that we don't know where the information is going and how they're using it? Do you think it's an invasion of privacy? Or do you think it's okay because, you know, you have to give permission for Allstate to put a chip in your car to get lower and deductibles on insurance, but your car manufacturer can just pick it up with no reason as long as they're not using it? And is this fundamental, like, is this lawful? Is this correct? Is it okay for them to do so? What do you guys think? I definitely need to know your inputs because it's a little iffy, man. I don't know how I personally feel about it, but I think that, you know, it'd be good to let people know, hey, we're collecting data just to make a bigger, better model for you guys next time, for the next generation. So there were some questions asked to GM, and GM said, hey, there's no information that's being collected, that's not given consent from the customers. Again, OnStar, if you guys have OnStar, in the privacy statement and privacy act of OnStar, it does say that it's going to use their information and driving information and other information obtained to better your future and better their services in the future and stuff like that. So even if the car manufacturer says, you say, hey, I don't want you taking it, if you do have companies like OnStar, please understand that they can sell that information and driving information to companies. Again, it's not that big of a deal. But also, one of the hackers that hacked the cameras or hacked the computer board of a Chevy Volt stated once you plug your phone in, it has access to your contacts, your messages, your pictures, and also the people in your phone book, those contacts, their information, and even their addresses. Just for an example, in a test trial, they purchased a used computer board from a Chevy on eBay, and when it was hacked, it showed that person's contact information and so on and so forth. So just because you refresh it, just because you sell it, that information is still in there. What I'm saying is we're in a technologically advanced world now. Everything's connected through the internet, through Wi-Fi, through this net space crap that we have going on. So just be aware, understand that, and just prepare yourself. I think it's just going to grow even worse. I mean, you know, this generation is ridiculous, and without phones and computers and internet, like, people wouldn't know what to do with their lives anymore. Another little quick thing, guys, as of 2019, there are no federal laws or regulations stating what a dealership or a car automaker can or cannot collect. So now that it's being put out, they are going to be putting something in the works, but it's moving very slowly like everything else. All right, so they will be doing stuff like that. But since I believe 2014, a lot of automakers has promised and sweared and did privacy acts to state that they will not release any of the information, which is fine. You're not releasing any of the information, but information is collected that is still scary. Not only that the owners, but once my phone is connected, you can have access to my phone and the information on it, and then you promising me that you won't give that out. Is that good enough? Or do you guys believe that they should have some kind of legislator on there that, hey, you can't access this, you can't access that? Now they're saying on your console in your car, you can go to settings and press location off for these newer cars like this one behind me, if you choose to. So after I get done, I'm going to I'm going to mess around with it a little bit and see if I can actually locate that in settings and turn my location off. Here are some key tips. Let me make sure it focuses. Boom. Here are some key tips to learn, guys. If you want to limit the information that can be accessed on your phone from the cars, make sure you don't use. Make sure you don't use the USB, okay? Try to use like a power cord or something else, but do not use the USB jack. That is what's going to give them access to your phones. Things to watch out for: using a rental car, using your friend's car, using even a work or company car through USB. Yes, those things can be accessed. So this is how you can fix that. So guys, you download an app called, let me make sure I'm correct here. You download an app called Privacy for Cars. Yes, that is the app, Privacy for Cars. And make sure you delete all your data from your cars that you don't own. So like I said, whether that's a rental, something you borrowed from a friend, a work car, whatever. If it's a car that has a USB and you plug your phone in, it has access to both those things that we listed throughout the video. If you want to use it, that's fine. If you want to get rid of it and make sure it clears you out, then guys, go ahead and do so. Think about how much information a rental car has. Every rental car is within a year or two, and I can only imagine how much information's on there, from one person a week, twice, maybe three different individuals a week renting this car and using that USB. Thing is, also the hacker stated was there's stuff like 4G, right? Your car has 4G. My car has 4G LTE. That can transmit data to the dealer, can transmit data to whatever network that it's being requested on. Now the cars are going to be coming out with 5G sooner or later, and 5G is going to allow you to further the distance, you know, longer distance, compact the information, send it even faster. So be prepared for stuff like that, man. I just wanted to bring it to you guys again. Hopefully you guys let me know in the comments below, what do you think? There's a lot of information and it's super weird to see that they can access it from our cars. They said that they asked the consumers for the, you know, the right to do so. I don't remember ever doing so or receiving anything through email. I know through OnStar, yes. Alright guys, I'm back. Unfortunately, my battery died. But yes, like I said, through OnStar, you signed agreements. But through your dealership purchasing your cars, I don't remember ever having anything they said that needed to be signed. So it's weird. Look into it if you guys want to. But I just wanted to bring you guys that information. I just want to say, guys, I appreciate it again. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you for the support. We are growing. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you. I respect you. And I salute you. Peace.
That's when I look away. Can't stand and think about losing your fine ass. How the fuck I let you slip away? Life for the party, but I'm dead inside. Kill my vibes, it was genocide. Hard to act like I've been alive.